So the Houston Rockets lost 100-92 to the Los Angeles Lakers at home. And quite frankly, one of the most demoralizing L's we've had in quite a minute. And we've had a couple of them. But this one was particularly demoralizing, right? We got the Lakers to just 100 points, which, if you know anything about offense in 2026, with how fast paced it is, with how many threes teams put up and make, if you're holding your opponent to 100 points in a game, you've done your job, right? So defense wasn't the issue tonight. The problem was our offensive execution, particularly in the fourth quarter. From about this moment forward, so about the last 9-ish minutes of the game pulled up. I'm gonna show y'all all of our offensive possessions in those 9-ish minutes, and you'll see just how poor our offensive process and execution is in these last 9 minutes. Mind you, like I said, we ended the game with 92 points. So meaning in these last 9 minutes, we only scored the ball 9 times. That is an issue, right? So you're going to ask yourself, well, Will, who is to blame? Because I don't like pointing the fingers at people, but who is to blame for why this happened? There are two people that y'all should be looking at outside of, just general bad team execution. Two we should look at: Ime Udoka and Kevin Durant. They hijacked our crunch time offense, and the reason we lost is because of them, right? So what was happening, right? They were asking Kevin Durant, who unfortunately is not a point guard. The book is out on KD. He isn't a point guard. If you go pressure him with the ball, if you go send two to him when he has the ball, he will turn it over or he'll make a bad pass, right? Something bad will happen. If you are a defense, you will live with that, right? And even if he does make the pass, if you're a defense, you'll live with it because we have a bunch of guys on the team who are low IQ, who can't attack closeouts, who can't put the ball on the floor, who can't finish, right? So you'll live with, no offense, Dorian Finney-Smith or Tari Eason being a decision maker, being a scorer, because they're not going to do it anyways, right? So they sent traps, they sent doubles to KD the entire crunch time, the entire game, but particularly in crunch time, they did it a lot. JJ Redick was like, we don't care about Tari and we don't care about Jabari Smith, we don't care about Dorian Finney-Smith. We're going to force KD to beat us out of a double team, and we couldn't do it. And coach just didn't change things up. He didn't allow Men's Thompson to be aggressive. He didn't allow Reach Ever to be aggressive. KD demanded the ball multiple times. We're going to watch the film. You're going to see KD's like, give me the basketball, right? There was no opportunity for anybody else to do anything because these two guys just hijacked our offense, right? So we're going to look at that. We're going to rewatch the film. Try to make this quick so we don't spend here all day on this train wreck of a team. But look, this is the first possession that where you can start saying things are going south. Right, like I said, Dorian Finney-Smith is the screener because they want KD attacking Jackson Hayes as a slow-footed big. This is what you want. You want your superstar attacking a slow-footed big. The problem is they just pass off DFS here, and Austin Reeves is like, look, bro, I don't care. We don't care about that. We'll ask this guy to split too because KD ain't gonna throw this skip pass. And if he does, we'll recover. We don't care. Finna go trap. Finna go trap. Don't care. Don't care. Look at this. Going back and stuff to that half-court line. Backcourt violation, Lakers basketball. Same thing here, man. Lakers are going to see Dorian Finney-Smith comes to set the screen real quick. Doesn't really work. All right, pass it to Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's get this rescreen going. Boom. I got the rescreen going. Now I got my switch. I got the switch I want. I wanted Jackson Hayes the whole time. Boom. Got my mismatch. KD. Yeah, man. Let's ISO. Let's go to work on Jackson Hayes. Lakers says, nah, big brother. You ain't attacking him one-on-one. Nah, that ain't happening. All right. So what happens? Now DFS is being asked to be a decision maker out of a double team. And with all due respect to DFS, to Jabari, to Tari, because you're going to see possession, especially where Tari does as well. These guys are not good decision makers. This is not what they do. They're play finishers. They catch ball, they shoot the ball, they catch ball, they attack closeouts, they finish, right? They're not being asked to go out there and play make and make decisions. The moment that I have to ask DFS to start making decisions, if you're the Lakers, if you're JJ Redick, you just won. That's what you want. You want this guy making decisions. Why? Because he can't do them. Right. This should be a quick catch. LeBron sprinting up, quick catch, quick pass to the corner. Tari's wide open for a three. And if he's not open for a three, he can take a close out here, right? The problem is DFS isn't even used to making these reads. This isn't what he does. There was a possession yesterday. Remember, he had Amin Thompson on the fast break and just threw it behind a mid. This isn't what DFS does. They're forcing a guy who isn't good at something to do something. This would be like if we asked Reed Shepard to run protect. It don't matter how if you put Reed in the right position to do it, Reed can't run protect, so he's not going to be good at it. DFS can't decision make. Doesn't matter if you put him in position to do it, he can't do it. Boom! Look at this. Took the one at the pass, threw the pass all the way up there. Odell Beckham Jr. Tar tries to catch it, can't do it. Right? Look at this. So even if Tari somehow catches this basketball, now he's getting guarded in the corner by Austin Reeves. Nothing good's going to come out of this. Turnover. Same thing here, right? Same thing here. The Lakers will have Luka Doncic on Jabari Smith Jr. They said, look, Jabari, I don't care. Beat us. We don't care about you. We're not going to guard you. We don't respect you, Jabari Smith Jr. You beat us. Right? So Luka's going to leave Jabari, go double. Right? So KD very smartly passes to Jabari. What I don't like here is this used to be a catch, pull up three. It should be a catch, pull up three. Right? Catch it, come off it, shoot. Right? That's what this should be right here. Should be a pull up three. Right? Jabari doesn't want that. He wants to get to the pull up mid range, which, I mean, to be fair, he was making the shot a lot last night. So I'm not going to be too critical of him. I prefer it that was a three because, like I say all the time, man, we struggle with 3-point volume. We can't be turning down the good looks we get because we don't get that many of them. Right? We don't have that many guys that shoot them. So when we get them, you got to shoot them. Right? But to be fair to Jabari, he was making the shot all night last night. He had a great game from an offensive perspective. Outside of his 3-point shot, he was 2 of 8 from three. Got 3-point volume, just didn't make him on volume. Right? But to be fair to Jabbar, he played good. So this is technically a shot that he's been making a lot. It was a good shot. Just didn't make it. And now we're back on defense. The other issue I have with this and why I look at KD and Ime Udoka, because there were several times where you would either see KD come demand the basketball or Ime Udoka tell the Rockets to give KD the basketball. Right? Let's play. Let's play. Let's see what happens here. Right? So Tari's gonna the ball across half court. Respectfully, Tari should be one dribbling the ball anyways. It should be one of Reed or KD to begin with. Right? So KD says, "Give me the basketball." Right? And right now, like, okay, that's chill, that's cool, right? It's KD. Later on, when it's become abundantly apparent that like KD playing point guard for us is just not working, and he still comes and demands the basketball, it becomes problematic, right? And I bring this up now because you can start seeing the trend start to develop. I don't care who you are. If you were Tari Eason, DFS, Jabari, Amin, Reed, Shingun, even. If I'm going to say KD is top 7, top 6 in scoring all time right now, top 10 for sure. Two-time Finals MVP, 2014 MVP, scoring champion. We know his credentials. Olympian. If this guy comes up and says, "Give me the basketball," give him the basketball. I don't care what it is. You're going to give him the basketball. If coach says, "Give him the basketball," I don't care who you are. You give KD the basketball. So this is what happened. KD says, "Give me the ball." Boom. Come off that screen. But as you can see, Lakers don't care about Tari. They don't care about him. It's trap central. We're gonna make KD make a decision out of a double team, right? Here's another area where I think Ime Udoka has failed this Rockets team. Because what's going to happen here is you're going to see both Tari and DFS go to flash, right? Because what happens, I talked about this in my film review on playback. This is almost a 2-3 look. They're trapping ball at the top of the key. How you beat this outside of just supreme spacing is you put somebody free throw extended. You got somebody flash free throw extended who you trust to either make that shot, to attack a closeout, get to the rim and finish there, or draw the defense in and make a pass, right? Which, in and of itself, respectfully, does not describe Dorian Finney-Smith or Tari Eason. We don't trust these guys to be decision makers or finishers or to make that shot. They are honestly the least qualified. I would rather have Reed do it. I'd rather have Jabari do it because at the very least, when Reed gets there, he can make this shot. He can make a pass. If Jabari gets there, he really can't make that pass. He can make that shot though. These two guys can't do either. So why they're the ones flashing is bizarre to me, right? But the problem is they're both flashing. Both of them are going to flash. You can't do that. Both of y'all can't go flash. Both of y'all can't go to the ball. Someone needs to be spacing here, right? So KD passes the ball to DFS. DFS like, all right, nah, I'm the one. So get out the way. He's gonna tell Tari, get out the way. Move, Tari. Get the ball right back to KD. Why does that matter? Because Marcus Smart doesn't care. He doesn't care. Now, boom. This is an example of us executing it properly. Defense gets the basketball. The ball's gonna cut baseline. Boom. Easy, right? Now, ideally, that is what you're supposed to do every single time. The problem is we're one, Katie turned the ball over a couple of times even before we get into that set. So that's issue number one. Second issue is if you're the Lakers, are you willing to bet that KD is going to score over Jackson Hayes or over Marcus Smart? Or are you willing to bet that Dorian Finney-Smith can't make this read over and over again? Will you trust that KD can't pass out the trap over and over again? You're gonna take that latter option. You're gonna trust that if I trap KD, the rest of the Rockets will crumble. Well, we don't trust you to make that read more times than not. And so that's what happens. Because funny, that's the only time we did that. So yeah, man, that's what happens. So funny if the Rockets do score here, but it's not because we found a way to beat the press. It's not like we found a way to beat the doubles. We got an offensive rebound and found an open shooter, right? So let's look at what goes wrong here. It's the same concept, right? Dorian Finney-Smith, for some odd reason, is flashing because Amin Thompson, look, Amin's also flashing. Both these guys believe, oh, I'm where I'm supposed to be, right? Dorian thinks he's flashing, Amin thinks he's flashing, right? And Katie's facing a double team. Number one, Ime Udoka, why on earth, when y'all left that timeout, when y'all left that huddle, did y'all not communicate who was going to be the flasher? Why is it not just Amin Thompson? Because unlike Dorian Finney-Smith, Amin Thompson can finish at the rim. Amin Thompson can make those decisions, those split-second decisions. He is the most qualified guy on our team, maybe not named Shingo, and even I might even argue he's better Shingo than this. He's the most qualified guy on our team to be free throw extended to beat this kind of defensive coverage. It is him. There's no Shingun. So, like, above that, it is 100% just Amin Thompson. He should be the guy who goes here every time. So, why is Dorian Finney-Smith also going? We have two guys going. That's already a problem, right? But boom, whatever, right? DFS gets the basketball, right? Amin can go back to his dunker spot a little bit, right? What happens? The Lakers now have Dorian Finney-Smith inside the arc. The Monsters start backpedaling. Why? Because they don't care. And why should they? This guy's a poor shooter and a poor decision maker, right? Why should I care? The moment the ball touches his hands and we're going to say, all right, now DFS, you beat us, the Lakers have won. They don't care about this guy. Look at this. They're going to have him attack this closeout, get nowhere. They don't care about that. Why should they? If that is all the Rockets offense, the Lakers and JJ Redick are very happy, right? Boom. Amin gets the rebound or tips it to DFS. DFS pass to Jabbar. Jabbar gets open three, right? So we end up scoring there. But as you can see, that wasn't because we found a way to beat the doubles. We got an offensive rebound and try it again, right? That's not good offense. It's going to be the same exact thing here. Why on earth, Ime Udoka, is DFS the one setting this screen? Why is it not Amin Thompson? Why is Amin Thompson our designated screener and the person who's going to flash at the free throw extended? Why is it DFS? He cannot shoot. He cannot make decisions. I don't get it. And Amin's on the court. Why is this happening? Because what happens is immediately, once again, Austin Reeves is going to say, you know what? I don't care about your DFS. Finna come double. Finna come double. Look at this. Katie, make a decision over two guys guarding you. Look at this. I don't care. Right? So now DFS is going to come up. He gets an open three. And funny enough, of all of the bad looks we get as a result of them doubling KD, this actually isn't one of them. This actually is a pretty solid look. We got a shooter, a wide open three. The problem is, not a good shooter. Not a good shooter this season. He had a pretty good game from a shooting perspective last night. So, But this is a guy who's shooting, I want to say, less than 20% of the season from three. Or if it's above, it's probably like right above it. Right? I don't know what he shoots from three, but it's not good. The Lakers are living with this jumper. This is what they want. They want DFS having to shoot that shot. Like I said, it's an open three for a guy who's not a good three-point shooter. That's once again another flaw in this roster. We got guys out there who just can't shoot. But if we get the offensive rebound, though, look at this. Offensive rebound, get to KD, wide open three, brick. We get another one. Look at this. Wide open three, brick. Got another one. Got another look at it, man. Look at this. KD says, nah, come give me the ball. Right? Once again, there's no opportunity for Amin Thompson to attack Luke Kennard here because KD says, give me the basketball. And once again, I don't care who you are, give KD the ball. Guys can get to Jabari's hands. Jabari can set his close out. Tari can set his close out. It's already, the moment we started asking Jabari and Tari to consecutive closeouts, it's already cooked. It's already cooked, man. These guys are not good decision makers, not good finishers. It's already cooked. It's already GG's. As we played right into what the Lakers wanted when we did that. Now, I'm going to show this possession, not because of our half court execution. We didn't even get into the half court set because we get an 8-second violation. We got an 8-second violation in crunch time. In a 1-point game, 5 seconds on the clock, we get a 8-second violation. How does that happen? 21 seconds on the clock when Katie gets the ball here. How does that happen? Blow the whistle. 8-second violation. Turnover. How does that happen? So funny enough, this is a possession where the Rockets actually do let someone not named Kevin Durant run point guard. And I actually blame a lot of this on Amin Thompson, right? So we'll see what happens here, right? They're going to come across the half court line. They're going to set this little down screen with Dorian Finney-Smith. It doesn't really work, but whatever. It's basketball. It gets Katie to come up, right? Katie's going to come up. He's going to set this little, not necessarily a screen on a men's defender, but a screen on the defender closest to a man. And the idea behind this screen is what's going to happen. It's going to have all of this real estate to get downhill, attack this Lakers defense that honestly isn't even that good, right? That's the idea. It's going to get downhill, attack this defense. right? The problem is, and this is one of my biggest issues with Amin Thompson, he predetermines what he's going to do so often. He very rarely does Amin Thompson ever like read and react, right? Amin Thompson's going to get downhill, right? Pick up his dribble. Why'd you pick up your dribble there, Amin? Why did you look to get downhill? Pick up his dribble, lose the basketball. It's already cooked here. We're already cooked, right? Offense is already bad. Because now we're asking once again, Jabbar to make a decision. Pass it to KD, 6 seconds on the clock. He's come off the screen. It's bad. They're going to double. Jabbar grenade from half court. Jabbar grenade from half court. It all starts because Amin Thompson just, mess with the play by trying to predetermine the read. KD doesn't know what to do off a double team. Now Jabbar shooting a half court jumper. It's bad. All right, so this time, right, let's see what happens, right? Number one, KD says, give me the basketball. They Reed, I know you're a point guard. I know we got you number 3 overall to play point guard. We don't care about that, Reed. Give that ball to KD. We don't care, right? KD says, give me the basketball. And once again, I don't care who you are, Reed Shepard, number 3 overall pick. That's a 2-time finals MVP saying, give me the basketball. Give him that basketball, right? Don't care. So off rips, KD's now hijacked this possession. He's saying, nah, I got it. Okay, Katie, you got us. You got us, Katie. What do you got? Right? Funny enough, they do finally let Amin Thompson be the screener. So, all right, we're progressing in the right direction. It's no longer DFS. It's now Amin Thompson. So, Amin sets the screen. Great. That's what you wanted. He's going to immediately go flash his free throw extended. Right? He's showing his hands up. He's saying, give me the basketball. I'm open. I got us. Right? Because this is going to be an easy catch. It's going to be a finish. It's going to be a dump off the tar in the dunker spot. If Amin can't score, a kick to the corner for Jabari, a kick to the elbow for Reed. Like someone's going to score here because there's 4 Rockets players on 3 Lakers defenders. Somebody's going to score here. Get the ball to Amin. Oh, wait, we can't because KD just turns the ball over. Turnover. We're back on defense. Like, come on, bro. KD, you know you can't handle double teams, man. Why are we still forcing this? It was at this point in the game yesterday, I was like, all right, let somebody else play point guard. That's what I think I tweeted yesterday. I love KD. He's selling the game. Let somebody else play point guard because you're not good at it, KD. Respectfully. Great, all-time great player. I love you. One of my favorite players on the team right now. I'm not trying to hate on him at all. But this isn't your game. Like I said, this would be the equivalent of asking Reed Shepard to rim protect or asking Jabari to play point guard. He doesn't do it. It's not what they do. So let's stop putting guys in positions they're not good at. And to be fair to everybody on the team, KD and Ime Udoka said this is what we want. KD says, give me the basketball. So there's a possession later I'm going to show y'all where Reed Shepard's bringing the ball to the court, and Ime tells Reed, give the ball to KD. This is what the Rockets wanted. So good job. Now, this time, I'm going to blame Jabari Smith Jr. Why? Because Amin Thompson sets the screen. They had DeAndre Ayton guarding Amin in this line because he's functioning the center right now. He's functioning playing center for the Rockets right now. So they had DeAndre Ayton guarding Amin. Amin took that screen for Reed Shepard to get Marcus Smart off of Reed, right? So now Reed Shepard has DeAndre Ayton, a slow-footed big. And this isn't Kevin Durant, so Reed Shepard is going to go trap. He's going to say, all right, we'll let you rock out, Reed. You're not KD. We'll let you rock out. Jabari Smith sells. He sells here. And the reason why he sells, excuse me, is because the moment that Reed Shepard is on DeAndre Ayton, everybody else should space. The man should go dunker spot. Everybody else should be spacing. Why? Because we now have a slow-footed big on our guard. This is the exact scenario that resulted in Reed Shepard blowing by Jackson Hayes and getting that monster dunk in the first quarter. Because it's a slow-footed big on our explosive guard. Why is Jabari Smith Jr. come set a screen here? Right, Reed is sizing up DeAndre. And this should be an ISO work. This should be ISO work. Let him go to work. Something good's gonna happen here because we already got the mismatch we want. Jabari Smith Jr. comes sets the screen, blows it up. That's just bad IQ. Blows it up, man. And yeah, Luka isn't the best defender in the world either. But come on, bro. You rather him attack DeAndre Ayton. And here's the other issue, right? Now they're gonna run a little pick and pop play. And typically, if this was like Marcus Smart or Austin Reeves or Luka Doncic, Jabari don't see a contest here. Jabari shoots us over the one guy on the court who is tall enough to contest him. This is a 7-footer. So that play is on Jabari. All right. So remember I told you earlier, there's going to be a possession that comes up where Reed Shepard gets the ball from KD on the inbounds, and both KD and Ime Udoka say, give KD the basketball. So when Reed gets the basketball here, I want you to look at what he starts. Well, actually, before he even gets the basketball, look at what he's doing. He hears somebody call his name. He's hearing somebody call his name. Look at this. Look, he looks up to the sidelines. That's coach. Coach is calling him, saying something to him. Right? He's saying, give KD the basketball. Look at what KD starts doing. He's like, yeah, give me the ball. Look, he's calling for it. He knows this ball is coming to him. Ime Udoka's over here saying and telling Reed to get the ball to KD. KD's like, nah, the ball coming to me. Look at this. Look, he said, "Give me the ball. Give me the ball." Reed's telling the Ime. I mean, sorry, Ime telling Reed, "Give KD the basketball." So once again, that's why when people say, "Why are you blaming Ime? Why are you blaming Reed?" I mean, sorry, why are you blaming KD? Why are you blaming Ime? Why are you blaming KD? Because of stuff like this. They said, "Give him the ball." Okay, KD. All right, you got us, KD. Right? Because this guy we picked number 3 overall to play point guard who had a pretty good point guard game last night, playing pretty good point guard for us recently. We don't want him playing point guard. We want you playing point guard. So that means you know something we don't know. Cool. So what you got for us, KD? What you got for us, KD? Look at this. Set the screen to men. Come off the screen. Another screen from Reed. Once again, bro, we don't care about that. We don't care. We don't care. We're finna trap this. We don't care. Right? Now, the moment this trap came, like 3 seconds ago, it should have went to Reed. It should have went to Reed so Reed could attack this. Right. What would happen is Jabari will probably be in this corner, who should be in this corner, would either catch the ball from Reed, Reed passes it to Jabari, open three. Right? We wait too long. Wait too long. Right. And so now Reed trying to make this advanced read, which to be fair to him is the right decision to make, right? Tari's wide open. It's a really good decision. Pass the ball there. But now the Lakers have recovered, right? So what should happen here now is Tari should swing this mug to Amin. Why? Because Amin has a slow-footed big on him. Nope. Catches and shoots. And as I have been pointing out a lot recently, Tari Eason has been abysmal as a shooter, as an offensive player recently. So yeah, if you're the Lakers, you just won. A guy who's been shooting 0% from three over his last like 6 or 7 games is not shooting a three. You won. You won. Good job. So, just all around bad offense that we didn't have to do. But that's what Ime, that's what KD wanted. So that's what happens. Here's another play where I look at Amin Thompson. I say, man, I need you to stop predetermining your read. Right? So Reed can get the basketball back from Jabari, can come off this, right? Now Amin's get the basketball, attacking DeAndre Ayton. This should be food, right? Amin Thompson, you should be attacking DeAndre Ayton here. This should be food. This should be easy food for you. Go get downhill, attack the slow-footed big. He cannot guard you. He cannot guard you, bro. If DeAndre Ayton can guard Amin Thompson, trade Amin Thompson. Straight up. If that is where Amin Thompson's at as a player, trade him. But I know you're better than this, Amin. So instead of looking to attack this big, he's already predetermined he's gonna pass Atari. Look, predetermined to read. Pick the dribble up, pass it immediately. Didn't look to get to the paint, didn't look to Euro, didn't look to do nothing. Pass. It's already cooked, man. It's already cooked. Now KD has the basketball about 10 seconds left. Right? So what happens? Tari Eason's not a short decision maker. And I've been saying this this whole video all season long. This guy is not good at making decisions. That's not what he does. So now we're asking a low decision maker to make either a decision or to make a floater here, right? Because if this is like Jabari Smith Jr., at the very least, I could justify because Jabari isn't a good decision maker, but he can take this pull up mid range and make it, right? Tari can't. He cannot make a decision, and he cannot make this mid range, this floater shot. Because the funny part is there are so many good looks here, right? Reed's gonna get open. Jabari's gonna get open. Abe's gonna step up. So what does that leave? Amin Thompson for a lob. There were so many ways we could have scored here. Tari says, "Nah, man, I got it." Right? Of all the things that we could have did there, we did the worst thing. We could have passed it to Jabari in the corner. We could have passed it to Reed the elbow. We could have passed it to Amin for the lob. Tari floater. One of your worst offensive players from a decision making standpoint and a scoring standpoint was your decision maker slash scorer out of a trap. That is just bad, man. And then I just said that Tari Eason is a bad decision maker. So we're going to naturally have him inbound the basketball. Now, to cut Tari some bail, he throws a really stupid pass here and turns it over. Really dumb pass. But to be fair to him, we also didn't make it easy on him because for some odd reason, nobody comes to the basketball here. Nobody does. We're trying to set like this little off-ball play for Kevin Durant, which doesn't make sense while we're asking Tari Eason to throw this pass here. You'd rather Reed Shepard do this if that's what you're going to try to set up. But all right, whatever, man. It's like at this point in time, someone should be flashing to get the basketball. At this point, someone should go get the basketball, right? Katie's like, give me the ball. Katie, Tari can't throw this pass. He's not doing that. That's not what he does. Reed Shepard, go get the basketball. Jabari, go get the basketball. Somebody go get the basketball. Shoot, Clint, go get the basketball. Nope. Turnover. Game over. GG's. We just lost. Just like that, bro. You look at the box score, and I used to kind of critique some things, right? Jabari Smith was shot 2 of 8 from three. I love the 8 threes attempted. I need you to make more than two of them, Jabari. I need you to be better at that. But other than that, he played a great game. So I won't harp too much on him. I thought Amin Thompson also played a really good game. Out of the times where he predetermined reads, he had 4 turnovers, which were bad. But outside of that, he did a really good job. And quite frankly, the fact that he only took 4 free throws is abysmal because he watched the game. He was getting hacked all night, and they never called it. But outside of that, I thought he played pretty good. Reach Shepard didn't have the best game in the world. He was 1 6 from three, but I thought he was solid. 3 assists, right? He was solid, right? Dorian Finney-Smith actually had led the team in plus minus with a plus 11. So outside of the few decisions where we asked him to be a decision maker, pretty good game, right? Clint Capella played pretty well, but unfortunately, one Tari Eason has just continued his streak of being abysmal as an offensive player. But more importantly here, man, KD 7 turnovers to just 8 made shots. He only had 2 points entirely in the second half. That is a problem. And Ime Udoka just refusing to do anything other than spam KD ISOs, right? And then refusing to have the team on the same page when it comes to who was going to be the short roll decision maker, the flasher, right? We had guys, 2 guys at a time trying to go be that decision maker. It's a problem, man. That's on coach. It's on KD. So I don't got nothing more for you, bro. That was a bad L, demoralizing. And we played them again on Wednesday, and I'd love to tell you that we're gonna win the game, but I have no confidence in this team at all anymore, man. I don't. I have raced the point in time where I no longer think we win a single playoff series. I think we are a first round exit now, fellas. Maybe I feel differently if we catch some stride in April, but the way we've been playing, bro, I don't know what team we beat in a 7 game series. I don't, man. I don't know. So I'll see y'all boys next time. See y'all hopefully on Thursday. We're talking about a win, but I have no faith, man. I have no faith.